invited to play a mambo because it's a year after Mozart and Mambo, and my friends have invited me to play with them. A la mambo, gózalo, con este rico rondo.
If you ring this bell, bring in a lot of good luck.
Hello and welcome to Havana, Cuba. I'm Sarah Willis, and exactly 1 year ago I was here standing on this square singing, dancing and playing my horn with the musicians of the Havana Lyceum Orchestra. It's a very different Cuba than it was 1 year ago because of the pandemic, but I'm really looking forward to seeing my Cuban musician friends, mi familia cubana, and finding out how they have spent this last year. You know that Havana has really closed down when you see that Havana's most famous bar is shut, El Floridita. The city has a completely different feeling on the streets than the last time I was here, but nothing can ruin my joy. With my horn on my back, I'm on the way to rehearse with my beloved Havana Lyceum Orchestra in their home, a beautiful old Cuban church called San Felipe Neri in Old Havana. It's very emotional for me because it's the first time I will see them in a year, and I have been dying to celebrate the success of our Mozart y Mambo project with them. The new... Maestro!
Hi, how are you? Good?
Hi, good to see you.
Yeah.
It's so nice to be in here again.
Yeah.
Memories.
Yes.
Pepe, the conductor of the orchestra, arrives in style for the rehearsal. I have a present for you.
Yeah.
It was very heavy in my suitcase, but we have for everybody a CD! Woo!
Bueno,
We were #1 in Germany, #1 in England, #1 in the US, in the classical charts. It's amazing, really amazing. So you can look later and tell you. So. We're rehearsing a horn concerto by Mozart for our upcoming concert. No one knows yet if we'll be able to play the concert because of the coronavirus restrictions, but we have to be ready just in case.
Un año después de Mozart y Mambo, tener la oportunidad de reunirnos, te digo, es lo mejor que ha pasado en el año y nos sentimos muy contentos de poder estar juntos otra vez haciendo música contigo y compartiendo música y compartiendo nuestras vidas, que realmente es lo más importante, que extrañábamos mucho.
Bueno, hoy me siento bien porque estamos ensayando, pero igual se siente siempre con ese nivel de tensión y estrés por la situación que hay, que es en todo el mundo.
How is Havana for you with no music on the street? Do you enjoy it as a musician to have silence, or do you miss the live music?
Habana es una ciudad que tú puedes escuchar, que tiene su sonido característico y cuando no la oyes te entra un vacío por dentro, piensas que falta algo y falta mucho.
After the rehearsal, I wanted to hear more about how my Cuban musician friends have spent this past year. All the restaurants and cafes are closed, so I invited viola player Gretchen Labrada and concertmaster Javier Cantillo to my rented apartment in Havana for a cafecito.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
They're supposed to be everywhere in the world. For Cubans, music is like how they breathe. You know, it's necessary for the life. I mean, we need it too, but I have a feeling Cuba is very special. It is in your bodies. You need to dance, you need to sing, you need to play. How did you feel in this time where you couldn't play?
No, realmente nos sentimos muy tristes, la verdad, porque sentimos que nos falta esa energía, esa pasión con la que trabajamos, con la que tocamos diariamente, porque nosotros tenemos varios proyectos, tenemos la orquesta con Pepe, tenemos una orquesta de cuerdas con el maestro Guido López Gavilán, tenemos también el cuarteto, y entonces a la semana hacemos 2 y 3 conciertos, y estar en casa sin hacer nada, solamente estudiando, realmente nos sentimos muy...
Look at this.
Wow.
Amazing view,
Yeah.
huh? I had no live music yet here in Havana, so I asked Javier if he would maybe play something for me up here, so at least we hear something live.
Of course.
You think?
Chacón a lo cubano.
Perfect.
No estamos haciendo nada porque estábamos ensayando y de pronto todo se canceló. Lo que sí todavía tenemos un salario del gobierno, es la suerte.
Members of the orchestra have told me that for them, the new normal is getting up early to stand in food lines until the rehearsals start at 2 p.m. every day. They are absolutely exhausted by the time they start to rehearse. One of the biggest differences I've noticed here in Havana are the lines. There are lines everywhere. The Cubans call it la cola. They stand in line all day long. For sometimes they don't know what is in the shops. The main thing is to stand in a line because there'll be something you can buy. It's very well organized. It may not look it, but usually they know who the last person is in the line and who's the next person. They're all wearing masks. You have to wear masks outside here in Havana. But I don't see much social distancing going on. Cuban schools are all closed because of the pandemic, but at the home of Juniet Lombida Prieto, the charismatic saxophone star of Mozart y Mambo, music teaching continues.
Como la presentación, como decir, bueno, yo soy el arpegio y después
I was longing to play some Cuban mambo again, so I invited Juniet and two other Mozart y Mambo stars, Olivia Rodriguez and Alejandro Aguiar, to a spontaneous jam session up on the roof of my apartment.
I got it. Oof.
Oh, whose idea was this?
No idea.
We have a few days off from rehearsing, and we don't even know if we'll be able to continue because of the restrictions. So I decided that, although I love mambo, it's time I learned about some other Cuban dances. Pepe, Juniet and I set off for the beautiful port town of Matanzas, which is about 1.5 hours from Havana and much more peaceful. Matanzas is not only Pepe's hometown, it is also the home of the rumba and the danzón.
Pepito, where are we going?
First of all, Pepe wanted to show us the best view of the city up at the Ermita de Montserrat.
In Matanzas, if you ring this bell, bringing a lot of good luck. And I want to ring the bell with you for the mambo, for the danzón, for all the Cuban music, and yeah, for the life.
We do it together?
Together.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Para mí esto es como estar en un sueño, ¿me entiendes? Forma parte de mi país, pero son cosas que uno a veces no se imagina que están, que mantienen así, que se mantienen tan vírgenes. Y eso me gusta mucho, me gusta mucho.
Estamos en un viaje de descubrimiento para conocer las raíces y la evolución del danzón y de la rumba. Dos géneros que nacieron aquí en Matanzas y que forman parte de la riqueza musical y cultural de nuestro país.
Time for my first Cuban rumba. Ana Pérez Herrera sings with the world-famous group Los Muñequitos de Matanzas and gives us a spontaneous rumba performance at home with members of her family.
Pero es una cosa que es una cosa automática. Donde quiera, tú vas caminando y tú te sientes la rumba aquí adentro. No se olvida para nada. Y a mí eso me gusta. Me encanta. Yo le digo a mi nieta, tú tienes que interactuar, tienes que actuar, muévete un poquito más. Porque Quisma es mucha Quisma. El hermano es mucho Lázaro también. Él le gusta todo, pero es muy tímido.
I want to know, you hit like this or like that?
Los dedos.
Todo.
A la mano. Relaja los dedos. Ahí. Relaja. Desde aquí. Relajar la mano. Por ahí.
And to say gracias, we played some of our rondo a la mambo.
Con este rico rondo, a la mambo, gózalo. 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 Con este rico rondo, a la mambo.
From rumba and mambo at Anna's house to danzón in the Sala White with Pepe's mother. The danzón is the national dance of Cuba, and to understand it, you have to dance it. I was amazed at how different it is to dance the danzón compared to the other Cuban dances like mambo and salsa. It felt positively stately, and, best of all, you don't sweat as much while dancing it.
She's the best. She's the best.
Realmente no podemos hablar de que masivamente se baila el danzón, no es así. Pero sí hay muchos matanceros que les interesa y lo bailan jóvenes y lo bailan niños, sobre todo muchos niños. Vamos a hacer 4 en el lugar, y 2, y 3.
The first danson ever written was premiered here in the Sala White. Out in the courtyard, the Atenas Brass Ensemble surprised me with an impromptu performance of the piece.
Altura de Simpson, que es el primer danzón que se bailó en Cuba y en la ciudad de Matanzas, que fue aquí mismo en el Liceo de Matanzas, del compositor matancero Miguel Faildo, Las Alturas de Simpson. Primero de todo, disfrutando de la música, aprovechando el gran amor que tiene ella por la música cubana, y estamos haciendo danzones matanceros en la tierra del danzón, y vamos a hacer algún mambo también, Mambo 5 de Damaso Pérez Prado. Somos el quinteto de Atenas Brass Ensemble de Matanzas de Viento Metal, y un placer estar aquí compartiendo la música.
I've been invited to play a mambo because it's a year after Mozart and Mambo, and my friends, the brass players from Matanzas, have invited me to play with them. I can hardly read the music, but we're going to try. Okay. ¿Cuántos veces? 1, 2, 3, 4. Full of mambo, rumba and danzón, we left Matanzas to go back to Havana, where we found out that our concert had been cancelled due to the coronavirus. We needed something to cheer ourselves up. Wow. Amelia is very excited today. Now the plan is to show my wonderful friends the film that we made, the documentary film, A Cuban Journey, Mozart y Mambo. Most of them haven't seen it yet because it's online, but it's quite hard to get online from here, and it takes a lot of data on your phone. So we're really excited to watch that and to relive Mozart y Mambo. Instead of playing our Mozart y Mambo concert here this time, we're going to try and relive it by watching it.
Visto ahora el documental, todo lo que hicimos, ¿no? Hace tiempo atrás, poderlo disfrutar ahora es como volver a tocar, volver a estar envuelta en todo ese mundo musical que fue tan bonito con Mozart y Mambo, y también soñando con nuevos proyectos, sabemos que es una situación momentánea y que pronto vamos a salir de esto y que podremos hacer muchos proyectos juntas, pues es lo que me mantiene motivada y con ganas de seguir estudiando.
It's wonderful to be on a Havana rooftop in the winter sun. I've really enjoyed being back here, but it has been sad to see the difficulties people are facing here right now. But the positivity of my Cuban musician friends always shines through, and today I even saw a little sign of hope, the first live street music I have seen here on this trip. Enjoy and hasta pronto.